just in here this Wednesday morning on CBS Sports HQ. Tua Tagovailoa is still in concussion protocol with the Dolphins as they are riding a 4-game losing streak. Tua did suffer a concussion on Sunday in Miami's loss against the Packers. Head coach Mike McDaniel confirming that. He spoke with an update on Tua as the Dolphins still cling to the playoff hopes. Here he is this morning with more on the status of QB1.
He's better than yesterday. He's beyond that. I feel like it's kind of weird to extrapolate beyond good, which is what he tells me.
So he did suffer a concussion then?
He did.
Do we know what stage of the protocol he's in right now?
No, I'm not even really worried about any of that. Again, it is like, you lean on, in moments like this, you lean on medical professionals, and I stopped even thinking about anything but each day, and when it was clear and obvious that is the best thing for him. So stage, all that stuff, it's just a day at a time.
Visited with,
At this point, is Teddy Bridgewater the starter for Sunday?
The whole idea of taking day to day is kind of rough on coaches who have to plan for a bunch of people. So the approach that I'm unequivocally taking today, I was on the phone. I met with him yesterday. I met with Teddy yesterday. I was exchanging ideas and talking through some stuff all the way till like 10:15 last night. Then it was his bedtime. And so moving forward today, and the whole team's approach is Teddy Bridgewater is the starter. This is why we thought it so vital to go after him in free agency. This is why he's done such a diligent job during the course of the season with his own injuries and such, to be prepared for this opportunity. And I know the team's very excited, feel very fortunate to have him, and him to get his opportunity that he's totally prepared for.
Has Tua already visited with or scheduled to visit with one or multiple? Last time he visited with multiple concussion specialists.
No, yeah, I mean, they're treating it with prioritizing his health more than anything. Beyond that, I'm not sure if it's really my business to go into his day to day. Just honestly, it's science. You don't want to. This is a private time for him to focus on his health, and that's all I really want to get into.
Mike, whenever the time comes that he clears concussion protocol and the doctors say that they're comfortable, can you foresee a scenario where you might add an extra layer of caution and either hold him out an extra week or shut him down for the season?
No, I think for me to speak totally outside the lines of, stuff that's for medical professionals and Tua himself, I think that's a layer of pressure either way. I don't pretend to know what that feels like to adhere to somebody else's expectations in some way, shape, or form. I'm just worried about his health on a day-to-day basis, and we'll take that step, whatever step that is next, whenever that next step is. But beyond that, I would feel irresponsible to go even think about if or what or whatever. That's taking a lot of non-expertise in my own hands.
Before, back in October, he went through a whole battery of tests, and they said that there's no long-term risk. Will you need to hear those words? There's no long-term risk for him to see the field again?
This is a human being that I'm very, very much like all players. I'll do what the medical experts advise me to do, and I'm quite certain they're not going to advise me in the wrong direction when it has to do with his health and in regards to that. But that's again something that I'm not even going to. I'm not gonna go in direct conflict with what the doctors have told me to do, which is just to worry about one day at a time and not project any sort of absolute to, have him get information secondhand of whatever thing that this is just a day at a time process, that his health is the first, foremost, and only priority.
Were you able to pinpoint when exactly he sustained that concussion on Sunday?
Yeah. There's the day after the game, so Monday, there was some, upon reviewing the film, we had some questions. Kind of feel like, we had an idea that there's, hey, did something happen in this portion of the game? Question him. Once we got really, we continued to question him, and once we got some information back, we're like, you need to go see the doctor. So to say with absolute certainty, that it was this, that, or otherwise, it was just, there was some things that caused us to really prod, and as a result, we felt like he needed to see medical professionals.
What are the things that caused you to prod stuff on?
You heard there from Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel updating the situation of Tua Tagovailoa. He is still in concussion protocol, saying that the doctors are reminding him that it is extremely critical that they take it day to day with Tua as they assess his situation going forward, but looking like he will not play this Sunday. The team preparing for Teddy Bridgewater to be the starter for the Dolphins this coming Sunday as they take on the Patriots. You see the Dolphins this season without Tua have not been good. 0-2 with a combination of Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson. It will be the Bridgewater show once again. This is a very, very important game for the playoff hopes of the Dolphins, because their situation to make it into the playoffs is they clinch a playoff berth with a win, and the Jets lost. The Jets take on the Seahawks this weekend. So situation certainly very critical for the Dolphins. The health of Tua paramount, but like will be Teddy Bridgewater this Sunday for Miami.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.